Okay, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. It's Holy Saint Night here, and this is why Diablo 4 is trash. It's just a poor ripoff of Diablo 2, which was... It's not the old Diablo 3 open world the Blizzard North was trying to make, because Blizzard North doesn't exist anymore. So, let's get straight to business. I'm gonna show you and prove you why Diablo 4 is just as trash as Diablo 3 was. It's they put more stuff in Diablo 4, but it doesn't change the fact that Diablo 4 is just another poor ripoff of Diablo 2, lacking elements actually, lacking depth. So okay, let's go straight to the point. Where is this? The other. First, we're gonna check on my barb. It doesn't matter what difficulty I put, because I'm gonna be showing you what this is all about. So, Great Mars, okay, corrupted is the Great Mars. Okay, there is what's that? See? Yeah. You have to walk better so you don't lose your armor, and this is something I totally support. It's the Diablo 2 has. You need to walk during the fight and run when there is no fight. That's why you see I'm using tons of skills. These aren't useless skills. Howl, don't, there it is. These aren't useless skills, guys. These are actually all useful skills. They were here since Diablo got its final patch back in the day. Now they are even more appropriately fixed. So let's get to it. Why Diablo 4 is trash? As I said, a poor ripoff of Diablo 2. With Diablo 3 being the most trash, but despite that, Diablo 4 is still trash, so you don't need to spend your money there on a game that is lacking stuff that Diablo 2 had. So let's get into it. This is my character sheet. As you see, I can put my own attributes as much wherever I like. Of course, I have put a lot of points in dexterity as well as strength and vitality. I didn't put any points in the barb, though there are barbs that use energy, like the singer barbs. These guys have some need of energy as long as they are singers, using the war cry. Now, okay, this reduces the enemy. This reduces the enemy defense, and this reduces the enemy attack rating. It all depends. Of course, all this should become shout mechanics. There are characters, I think some of them are curses, so that you could stack both of them on enemy mobs. That's the point of this. They haven't fixed this, possibly they'll fix it in a future patch. So let's get going. Now, as you see, I can put my own stats wherever I want, even on energy, like I said, on Warcry barbs, until you respect to something else. Alright, now look at this. The leap. This is, okay, I have the leap attack, level 10, that's great. Damage. Okay, so all these mechanics Diablo 4 has, for example, the land attack and the shouts, this stuff, are from how this version should have been, like I said, shout mechanics rather than curses. They should change this, which they intentionally haven't, because they are, I guess they are bored. Now, all these, the combat master is, I put 10 points in it, but the critical strike, the deadly strike, the crushing blow, the open wounds, and other stuff like that. Look at this, you see. All these are just from these three. I mean, not this skill tree. This from this game's mechanics, Diablo 2 mechanics. The combat skills now. Okay, let's get into combat skills. The type of special attacks. Now, pay attention to frenzy. All I need is one hard point in it. This is a self buff which charges where I just swap weapons using not double swing, using the frenzy attack. I have it here. I just have this double swing if I want to use it, but I'm not using the double swing. What's this? The battle cry. For a reason I just said it. This is I even using this, but just on level 2 must stun and everything. Battle orders. Bonus from battle orders. There it is, level 10. All these are from this game mechanic, and I'll show you also another classic. Now the frenzy, for example, is a self buff which affects both all types. Wherever you attack, it doesn't affect on the weapon, but you need to use this double when I swing weapons, as you see. Look at this, pretty cool axe. Until I get double fury for for where I swap weapons. So when I do this, what should I have? Just to charge the skill, and then I just swap with a single with the sword and shield in order to use either concentrate or the lance attack that the barbarian has is actually the lip and the lip attack in one, kinda, but a more poorly version. There's no longer the knockback effect that was very useful in this game when fighting mobs. And look at the damage boost that lip attack gets currently because level with the plus to skills we get from charms and items. Look, lip attack. It also adds damage. The damage that says here 141 to 222. This is the damage that adds along with like smite does, like the weapon adds damage modifier does, along with the 670% increased damage and plus attack rating. I don't need to leap to let you know about this. I don't need to leap to be away to make the leap animation. If I am next to the mob, it just hits using this attack. So this is the concentrate attack that gives plus defense. It's an interruptible attack with increased attack rating as well as defense and damage, which all in the war winner you see. All these combined with the frenzy buff as long as it's active. That's how you need to be careful when you activate it. I can also use one of these to just stun for the mobs all around me, or use just the stun attack. Now the boss is to get out of it also adds damage, as you see, damage plus, just like this. damage plus 15 and plus 125% and attack rating. It's also a knockback for just to get out of harm's way. It all depends what you do. So all the effects and the weapon masters, let me tell you something. You can easily put not just one master. All you need to do normally is just 1 point in the types of weapons you're using, like blades, and 1 point in axes. Okay, because let's swap now. Normally I'll be using a Berserker's Axe on each hand with the Fury rune word to give me +2 frenzy to build up frenzy fast. Not these two that I'm using currently, but this is what I have now. And then what's this? Okay, that's some item. Switch back into my sword and steel style. So you just need to put 1 point in each mastery, because with the plus charms you can reach them up to 10. And actually I like using charms for combat masteries that other people find them useless. I prefer to use them here because you see I also get more increased to iron skin, more increased to natural resistance, and of course my masteries, which, as I said, I'll be using 1 point here on axe and 1 point in sword, not 10 that I have here, which allows me also, you see, combat skills. This gets plus from taunt, double swing, damage per level, and damage per level from taunt. So, and I don't need the... Now I have this, I put quite some points here to use the skill Berserk, not for this. But this is a very good synergy because it is the damage you do as long as the frenzy buff is active, not on which skill you use, which means this also deals magic damage, 1% point of magic damage for each point I have here, which means 13%, which gets the 30% to leap attack, constant whirlwind stun, anything that I'm using. Because frenzy is a buff, it's not just an attack. And you can also, of course, combine it with double swing, which increases the attack rating, along with the frenzy increased attack rating, and the minus armor that you can do on the minus defense, which is a very fast attack, the double swing, and it will hit hard. It will do very well. So as you see, all the mechanics they put in Diablo 4 are just poorly implemented mechanics from Diablo 2. There is nothing new in this game. In fact, it's like in concept. It's like I said, the mechanics of crushing blow, open wounds, deadly strike, regular critical strike, as you see here. Critical strike 30%. Crowd control, the leap, for example. The add damage, this is the damage that it gets an increase, along with the damage percentage increase, just like this one. No, this one is different type of add damage, so lots of ways to add damage. So this is what they did. That's why Diablo, let's save and exit, and now I'll pick another character. That is why, guys, let's pick which paladin? So let's pick Achilles. Let's go to display. Now you'll notice something very interesting on this paladin. Like I said, the game doesn't allow you. I'm using all these skills you see over here because I made a very good build. I mean, I'm very good to this game, so I made a very good build. Now what do I gain? Different types of attacks which allow me to deal with any situation more effectively than just using a single type of attack. And this was of course before they made this damage demons as well. It shouldn't. It should pierce enemies, it hits, but not damage demons. Same for the holy balls here. Okay, let me just show you. You see I have some strength, some dexterity, some vitality, and also 150 energy. Because this allows me to... You do need some energy, you can't just run out of energy all the time. And this allows me to do that. I get to use, as you see, this is a pretty good buff with damage I'm getting from this. 1 point here, 1 point here. This is okay, I put points in here because this is useful. Redemption aura, I just have 1 point in it. Hold on. There's just 1 point, I don't need more. These are just to increase the damage, their points on its off. Vengeance, which just has 1 hard point, the rest is from items. And this all damage stacks itself, like 256 damage plus 256 damage plus 256 damage, which is quite a lot, as you see, combined with conviction, which I also have 1 point. Now what do I need with the plus, the pluses? I'm going from charge, for example. Mostly I'll be using them for not combat skills that many players want. This is pretty good on its own. I'll be mostly using them for not just combat skills. For there is the offensive auras in this paladin, and as well as some combat skill there's charm. So you see, this is how I can customize my paladin on his own. He's got pretty good mana bank and life, which he has increased for battle orders. Customizing my paladin from making something completely viable and unique. Okay, let's now change character. Let's go to the Amazon, because many people, for example, they like the rogue. So for this reason, let me show you guys why. First thing I'm gonna show you, that's my fantasy lights, my assassin, there it is. Let's season 9, but I didn't get here into hell yet. Don't mind really. Okay, let me show you guys why the rogue of Diablo 4 is just another poor ripoff of the Amazon here. You could do much more stuff that the rogue of Diablo 4 does there in Diablo 2 with the Amazon. Let me show you. Okay, now you see I don't have any energy because I don't need to put any energy in this character. I got some force vitality, some on dexterity, some on strength, 50 on strength. I could might as well reduce this as well, even more, and put more vitality, but okay, you get the message. You get it how it works. Now, as you see, I have 1 point, okay, 1 point is strafe, which is what I really need. Now, it's up to 8 targets, which is good. I don't need to... I'm using both, let me show you something. I'm using both a javelin as well as a bow. Now, this is not the slow bow I was using, because so let's go. Well, there it is, the slow bow. Slows, as you see, slows target by 30%. Let's put this over here. So let me see again. Now, passive magic, okay. I'm using this with strafe. Where is strafe? There it is, the strafe. up to 6 targets, just to slow the entire map with the bow. And the open wound chance, which is pretty useful. It also has like increased attack speed and life stolen. That's why I'm using this bow. Okay, it's not just about the damage. And then swapping into the melee. The melee one, which also adds damage. It's got tons of mechanics. Okay, yeah, I forgot when I was talking about deadly strike, open wounds, crushing blow. It also is the open wounds that slow targets, that adds damage. It's a lot of things that add up. Okay, this is just not the best item. Anyway, let's go now to skills, just to show you guys what it does. With the strafe just slowing everything. The strafe. Now the guided arrow deals damage if you go for a damage bow, but this is not the case I did here. So then swapping into javelin. Of course with the passive and magic just 1 point over here. It gives you pretty good all this stuff, and you also want to. I'll be using passive and magic charms later on if I gear this character. Okay, you see I'm not geared much. And something very important, I won't be of course using these gloves, I'll be using some rares with +2 to skills. So okay, let's go to the skills tree. As long as weird as it sounds, guys, I'll prefer the passive and magic because you get to increase all these plus a lot, and the Valkyrie of course, and you get the penetrate and pierce attack, which helps for the when I'm using strafe. And now let's go to the passive javelin and spear. As you see, I'm using plague javelin for poison javelin and plague javelin. Alright. Now I'm using power strike, which deals a lot of damage. This. I'm not using charge strike. I just put 1 point here for the area of effect, but not that much. I'm using fend, which is finally fixed. It does no longer bags. I have it to 1 level, but I'm also using this now that I'm increasing. Lighting strike, which just changes lighting the enemies, which I found it very useful. That's why I put points here, which you see deals a lot of melee damage single target, but this is for a lot. So slow them, hit them with melee, hit them with lighting strike, fend if you get surrounded, and the passive and magic summon the Valkyrie you get. I mean later. This is a low level. So so as you see, what the rogue does in Diablo 4, the Amazon here can do double the stuff, because you also the rogue just using this rapid fire that it got. It's nothing. It was all taken from Diablo 2. Strafe, multiple shot, guided arrow, and magic arrow, which does magic damage. Another variant. So let's go now. To my sorcerer's Pythea. Okay, this is a nightmare, doesn't matter, I don't. As you see, I don't have here to run, because I don't need to run. I lose my defense. So let's go. Okay, let's check out again. What do we see first? This is for the wizard's prize for when I teleport fast. That's why I use this. Increases mana, faster cast rate, plus mana, regenerate mana in all resistances. Look at my energy, how much it is, and my health I didn't put any. I put some points, but normally you don't need that many points in my point of view. I mean, I put 255 points in energy, so I got a lot of energy and I don't run out of it. This is where I'm teleporting again with a faster cast rate. Then swapping weapons to use plus skill bonus damage to plus skills. Server, okay, sucker, faster cast rate, all the resistances, okay, plus gold. I didn't put, I don't have this character, I mean fully geared, faster cast rate with this. Now I could have gone for Mage Fist, but I didn't. I need the cold resist, and here is just another resistance boots. Like I said, I don't have this character here. Let's see. 110 strength, some dexterity. Like I said, not the full geared. Now, energy 255. Now, not many people do this, but I'm doing this for the fast cast rate, which I get when I swap. Let's see. 150 faster cast rate. Yeah, you need to get it up to, I think it's 175 or 180. 200 is good, you know, it's pretty good. So, but that's not that for the time being. So what do I do? Now, this is a sorcerer that is using a lot of skill trees. Normally, with the standard charms that they added, you don't longer need to do that. But when I made this, there were no standard charms. Now you see, I have points in Meteor, points in Fireball, 1 point here. Okay, it gets. This is from Fire. I'm using Meteor and Fireball. This is the spells I'm using from this. Here I'm using Charged Bolt and Lighting. I don't have any points on Chain Lighting, I prefer this. It's just good enough. And this one, the Thunderstorm, of course. The Teleport, as well as the Energy Shield. It absorbs damage. And the cold spells I'm using: Ice Blast, Glacial Spike, Blizzard, as well as Frozen Orb. The reason is I don't need about the Ice Bolt buff damage. It's not just Frozen Orb. It's for a lot of crowd control with Blizzard and Frozen Orb. Then they use Ice Glacial Spike and Ice Blast depending on the situation. As you see, this deals more damage than this, but this does freeze. And this armors, of course, 1 point to get it. The lighting also to pierce after I cast the cold spells, as well as the fire to throw the meteor and some fireballs for area of effect. So as you see, and of course the static field, which weakens enemies by 25% its cost. Increases, of course, the radius its level gets. So, as you see, you could customize your players as much as, let's go check on the assassin also. You could customize the players as, what's that? Oh yeah, that's the... You could customize the players as much as much more than you can in Diablo 4 here. In Diablo 4 you don't even put your own points, as you don't put them in Diablo 3. I even using here the Psychic Hammer. It's just for stun, knockback and recover animation, and I have also the Fire Blast available just to do some fast attacks. Let's see. So I don't put any energy here, right? vitality a lot, some points in energy and base value. So what I'm using here, I got 10 in Fire Blast, 10 in Wake of Fire, and 10 in Wake of Inferno, and 1 point in Death Center. That's all I need about this. As well as Blade Sentinel, Blade Fury, and Blade Shield, which, as you see, where I want to use the Blade Fury, I swap weapons because this has to do with the weapon damage, which also adds damage. It's 75% weapon damage, and you add damage, which means this synergizes well. And it also deals Crushing Blow with the stars, which is the Crushing Blow of the stars. It's when chance per hit, and because there is a lot of hard damage on this axe also, and they throw a lot of blades, and it also slows. It just slows the entire. Does tons of Crushing Blow procs, and slows the entire screen, as well as adding damage. So the damage you deal is a lot, in spite it doesn't say here. Then I swap into these for resist, plus martial arts and shadow discipline. This is what I need for the classes. Now the only problem is that you can't use both of these Shadow Warrior and Shadow Master at the same time. They should be allow you to use both at the same time, both the summons. Burst of Steel gets pretty good. I guess put 5 points here. Maybe I shouldn't have to put these 5 points here. Just one would be good, but anyway. This is for chance to block, and now let's see martial arts. Mostly you need hard points because of the synergies. So all these different attack procs. So this is a kick, this is a double attack, this is another kick, and this is another kick. So all these types of attack you can use. All these mechanics that Diablo 4 has, they come from Diablo 2, and they have less content than Diablo 2 has. So guys, don't buy Diablo 4, it's totally trash. It's a money grab. The open world was how Diablo 3 was supposed to be back from the days of Blizzard North, which never happened because Blizzard North got disbanded. So there is no Diablo this is tons damage, air attack as well. So there is no Diablo 4, guys. It's just a poorly made rip-off of Diablo 2. Let's pick what other character it is. Okay, the Necromancer will be. You will notice it will be the most. You will see the most changes that made the Necromancer trash, both in Diablo.
Not in town.
3 and 4. Now, look first. Let's see my items. Okay, I got this plus curses plus 2 Necromancer skills. This. Okay, that's just. I'm using plus curses for charms wherever I get. Just Fire Torch and. I don't have an Annihilus here. I need plus curses now for my Necro and plus to summons. I don't need plus to Poisoner Bone charms. I'll show you guys now. As you see, all these hard points that I'm getting with the synergies, I need hard points. I don't need soft points, so I'll invest most of my hard points here. Now let's go again. I got 10 hard points on this, on Bone Spare, 10 hard points on Bone Spirit. Maybe I shouldn't have put points on Teeth, but it's good for area of effect. So 10 points on poison dagger, 10 points on poison explosion, and 10 points on poison nova. I'm using the summonings, even if I put 1 point everywhere, they get up to 10, and they initially allow me to have 10 minions. Even this, they don't need hard point synergies. You pick one golem to make. For me, it's not always fire. Usually, I also do clay golem for the slow, or blood golem for life. Maybe thorns damage if I need it. It all depends. And the summon is 1 point, which increases the summon abilities. The curses, just 1 point everywhere, which get plus up to plus 17 with the gear, of course, that I'm using. Triangles gloves, as you see, gives a resistance to this one. Plus 2 to necro, this is plus skill, triangle belt for the resistances. And the Marrow Walk for plus skeleton mastery. Regenerate mana. Now let's check on the stats first thing also. And plus 1 to necromancer skill on amulet. I need, like I said, plus curses charm, that's what I do need here. So stat 70 is just strength, heroes, and dexterity to use my gear. Vitality 225 points, okay, that's and 160 points in energy. You do need energy as necromancer. You can't just run out all the time. Of course, this gets boosted by barbarian shouts. So back to the skill tree. All these mechanics here that you need, of course, gear, as in any Diablo you need gear. The 1 point wonder curses are 1 point wonder. They all are useful. Use confuse for ground control and attract as well. Also dim vision. Usually I start the attack with dim vision to just immobilize the enemy. Then do some confusions, then attracts, then I cast lower resistance. Weaken if it is hard, situation is hard. Life tap, it depends on the it depends on the situation. The Iron Maiden also, amplified damage also. And you see here the lower resist everything, minus 67%. Not magic damage, this doesn't affect magic damage. So I got both functional, the summoning and curses, and now to the poison and bone. So as you gotta see, 10 points here and here, which boosts the damage of bone spirit. Now, maybe I shouldn't have put points in the teeth because I don't find them that useful, but considering the huge area of effect they have, it is useful. Bone spare. This is when I need to just use corpse explosion, 1 point here. And the poison, when I also use poison explosion, I can use 1 poison explosion, then start these corpse explosions. The Nova for area of effect, as well as this. Because look at the damage deals, it's this double the kind of the damage of poison nova. This one, it's quite useful. Yeah, this is the dagger one, that's right, plus. And look at it, does control target defense, prevent monster heal, very useful. It's also another mechanic, which is it gives you increased attack speed and that's damage, as well as the poison dagger, as you see. So all these mechanics that Diablo 4 has, they just took them from this and even made them less, even made them worse on most occasions. Okay, so let's see what else I have. Okay, this is another paladin, but we already checked the paladin. I had a lot of paladins here. And let's go on this guy, Panoramics. Let's check on the druid. Let's see now what the druid has. Now I have 100 vitality as you see, no didn't put any energy, some strength and dexterity. I'm low level, just 40 on this one. So what do I use? I use Poison Creeper for the poison and the plus bonus damage to rabbits. It depends here on what do I want to use, what creature I want to use, what spirit. I'm not using any of these summons because I don't need them. Okay, now I have invested just some points on the fire and maybe Armageddon, and then I just shapeshift. But I don't. I will not be casting cyclones. Okay, the cyclone armor could be useful. Okay, it gives damage per level. It's a self buff, so it gives me plus damage for each. So I can just put 1 point on each of these to get just the plus damage and have it absorb as well. And then shapeshift. Depending on the situation, what skill I want to use, I can either go for a werewolf or a werebear. And it all has different types of attacks. Some of course are synergy, attacks work for both werebear and werewolf, like the hunger. It's quite useful for all this crazy high life steal. The fire claws, okay, it works for both now. If I want to go shockwave and start them, then change it to werewolf and use poison or a lot of attacks, area of attacks. So as you see all these, of course, also, hold on, the elemental, all these crowd control effects were here with the Hurricane and Armageddon. Fissure was a great area of effect. In fact, Molten Boulder, a very good area of effect, as well as crowd control, the Fissure and Molten Boulder. You could Molten Boulder your enemies into Fissure. That's how usually you wanna do this. You cast it Fissure, then throw a Molten Boulder and throw them in, and then go to Shockwave and stuff like that. The summons help the entire team. And as you see, I haven't put my point side there also. So guys, and the skill synergy, of course, it works wonders. Volcano and Firestorm, okay, Volcano, this Firestorm and Volcano, okay, Volcano, and Molten Boulder, does it give? It gives to the Volcano, right. And this benefits from all, so, and this is just for the plus damage, you get to put just 1 point to get the plus damage. It's good enough, I just haven't put them at the moment. So guys, as you see, everything Diablo 4 has is just a poorly copy of Diablo 2. There is no Diablo 4 and there is no Diablo 3. They are trash. So guys, do not buy Diablo 4. Refund it if you still can, if you bought it, because and the items, all these modifiers that the item have in Diablo 4, it's just the modifiers here in Diablo 2. That's what they did. Only Diablo 4, it just allows you to craft your own item, making Diablo 4 less of a casino, because Diablo 2 is a casino. Okay, when you play, it's a gambling game. Each mob you kill has a chance to give you something. Making it a game of luck. Like playing as it. Okay, let's check what this paladin, what did I do with this paladin? I'm curious, I don't remember. Okay, this paladin, oh yeah, that's my hammer pala. Hammer, not just hammer, zeal, sacrifice. He also has charge, because it gives bonus from the first vigor and might. I push point plus aim. Hold on. Vigor and might. The perseverance here are the points of vigor. Alright. My stats now: strength, dexterity, vitality. I didn't put any on energy on this particular paladin because I'm not. It's not my hammer, but I'm not spamming hammers even if I can. I cut some hammers to just do the ground control and then go into, because the hammers do knockback animation on the mobs, then go into meal with the Zell and sacrifice. Sacrifice, I have it maxed. Deals tons of damage and tons of attack rating. Yeah, and this combination with the blessed aim gives me more attack rating, which is great. I hit the target. Just this one level to boost the damage of hammers when I cast them. And defensive auras, I have points in vigor because it also buffs the charge. I put 10 points in the redemption and just 1 point here because it heals me a lot and it also synergizes with this, with sacrifice. Yeah, this is what I did here. Of course, the items, as you see, I'm using a Curse Scepter just to do crowd control with Decrepify and Confuse. It also adds damage. Yeah, well, you see, I'm not this is a just plus skill shield with some good stats. I'm not even using and good resist, all resist, cold, lightning, fire, and poison. I'm not even using optimized gear. What I'm with Peasant Hardkey Pros, plus 2 stats, vitality and energy, and plus 2 skills, and replenish life, which is quite useful. Okay, what I'm using? Okay, I'm using a full disciple set. As you see, get even plus more skills, defense, strength, and resistances. Where are we? We are in hell, so let's see our resistances. Yeah, quite high for hell difficulty. Okay. Yeah, full. The rings are just some rare items, not the best rings. Alright. This. Faster run walk. And this. Plus, okay, I get a good plus. And this, I think, plus defensive auras. Okay, that's another sword I found. No, I don't think I need the plus defensive auras skill that much on this character. So guys, so yeah, you saw this is all Diablo 4 is just a money grab and a very poorly made money grab. So everything that they put there, they just took them from Diablo 2. So there is no point in getting it, and it has less content than Diablo 2 because here you have much more skills and skill synergy, which allows you to do a lot of character customization, not just these 6 skills you have in active only, which is the only skills you get to use. Here, as you saw, I'm using a lot of skills on all my classes, not just one class, for example, the Necro. Here, I'm using here a lot of skills on all the classes. You can do tons of customization what you want to do. Of course, you can go for just werewolf or werber, for example, on the druid. So that's why, guys, Diablo. Hold on. Okay. That's why. What did this character have? Let me play. Okay, he's in normal. This guy. It's my low level. Let's see what. Oh yeah, now I remember. I'm using him to farm Stone of Jordans. Yeah, that I remember. I'm using. Well, let's see the items. Yeah, look at this. Increased damage, fire resist, plus attack rating and magic items. Same for this. Plus attack rating and magic items. This is the Angelic Amulet plus magic item. Oh, this is the Tancred, sorry. And the Tancred Helm for resistance, some lightning damage. Villa Bregas for magic item. This is for plus to skill. It's some good stats. And this is the Chang's Girl for magic items. Okay, got a Hell Slayer. Here's some Bartuk's skills. What's this? What's this? Plus defense, strength, life. Okay, it's just to give free, I guess. I also got the silks. Yeah, I got the silks of the Victor. Oh, also, guys, I almost forgot. Don't look at this. The smite skill. I mean, it says I almost forgot about it. The bashing, it is crowd control on a single enemy. It's kinda like stun, similar, not the same. So I got going for might. Defensive auras, that's one point here. I'm using, I guess this is a sacrifice paladin. Yes, I went for purely male paladin, but to farm Stone of Jordan in Act 4 from Diablo, because I have quite good magic find. Let's see how 275% chance of getting magic items, which is kinda what you need for Diablo normal. You want? He has a chance of dropping a Stone of Jordan, and I want it to be capped at Stone of Jordan. I don't want to get higher level gear, so that's why I'm farming Diablo normal. And of course, it would have been better to make a change for this purpose. Just put a point, all the points in Holy Shock, and go with the Zeal. I don't need these points, but I was just developing another type of character. That's why I. Along with the 40% increased attack speed, that's a lot of speed to do the Holy Shock. Actually, let's check if I can do it now.
Greetings.
Yeah, I can. Okay, let's put. Let me fix this. I'm not gonna put any sanctuary now. I'm gonna put. Sanctuary also does. It plus damage to undead, magic damage, and it also removes their physical resistance of the undead only to 0. So it's like another mechanic. Okay, let's go for the Surge farming. They could have just used Holy Fire, but they are immune to fire in hell, so. Alright. Alright, point there. Now here, one to prayer, one to defiance. One here, one to vigor, one here. I don't think I need salvation at the moment for the surge farming. Alright, so let's 36. Okay, I need some more points. Yeah, I don't have the boost of items. 45, okay. Let's go with safe option. Let's put 50, okay, 70. So, okay, I'm using everything now. Dexterity. Dexterity, hold on, attack rating, just to hit fallen, I don't care about the fallen. Let's put some vitality points first. As a paladin and a melee paladin, I'm gonna be needing vitality. Let's say around 80. Okay, this guy needs to get some more vitality, dexterity. For the extra chance to block. Around 50. Okay, there it is, 50. So that's a pretty good for normal, I mean. Let's put like 60, okay, 70. So let's put some more points to vitality. Let's leave it like this. Now, the skills. Of course I don't have plus skills, so I need to do this maximum skills. Yeah, 5 skills. That's right. I don't care about the physical damage, as I said. I don't care about volleyball. I don't... maybe I can put one here, and... alright. One here. Alright, now I have 17 point skills to put in. I don't need concentration, I don't need thorns. Okay, currently it's the lightning damage to my attack. This charges Wonder with Duel. Lighting resistance plus 12% damage per level. Alright. Okay, let's put some lighting resistance. Because like I said, this is for... let's put one in salvation. Okay, like this. Now that's a good damage. This is how you farm Stone of Jordan, guys. You just have this Sora active. And rush to Diablo on normal and farm a Stone of Jordan. So guys, this is it. I shown you why Diablo 4 is trash. And it they just copied Diablo 2, even the gems. The topaz, the rubies, the emeralds, the sapphires, the skulls, everything. They just copied Diablo 2 in a poorly way, lacking content and so on. I'm gonna put this one in Q. I don't need the sacrifice, that's I need to use the zeal. This is how you farm Stone of Jordan. You go kill Diablo on normal with that type of magic find that you see. 275 chance. I can even go higher if I put something else on this. Is this one level? Yeah, just low level from the item. And you farm Stone of Jordans by killing Diablo in replenish life also is very useful. Extra gold also very useful. Faster attack speed, that's all you need to kill faster, and plus damage landed, that's not much because I'm not dealing physical damage mostly. Now I don't need any energy, so let's put the rest points into 10 points. Okay, we can spend them into vitality, or actually no, let's put them into dexterity, so we got 77, so our attacks land. Because you want to land in order this bonus to work with the where it is. It's not that where it is. Oh, there is no. Okay, let's put this on W.
Not in town. Not in
Now
town.
why do I have this one? I'm gonna put. Okay, one could be the smite. 1, 2, 3. I guess I can put for the holy ball. I don't need to have it.
Not in town.
So guys, this is it. I just saw all these modifiers that they have, the vulnerable Diablo and all this. It's just extra straw. It's just this crushing blow, deadly strike, open wounds. This is it. So guys, there is no Diablo 4. It's trash. It's just a money grab because there is no more Blizzard North. Okay, you're not gonna get any better Diablo than Diablo 2. Just as Diablo 3 is just a poor money grab. So guys, of course, with this build that I'm using now, the Paladin, I can also farm Nightmare as well as Hell with the Holy Socorra. With this gear, this poorly gear, because you get a lot of magic find there. Maybe change some things. But this is how you find the items. So guys, this is it. There is no Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is trash. Don't buy it. Refund it as soon as if you still can. And the mobs also in Diablo 4 behave totally stupid. I've seen Astaroth, for example, firing breathing flames in at a single direction, not being able to turn the direction the player is. Whereas in this one, the mobs and the bosses turn and face the player. For example, when Diablo casts Lighting Inferno, he is turning depending when you are to hit you. He's not just firing at a direction and just missing everything. Diablo 4, guys, is a trash game. Don't buy it. And in this one, Diablo 2, you can do much more things with your characters than you can in Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is a poorly made trash. People haven't understand. The developers in Diablo 4 and 3, of course, they didn't understand what Diablo 2 was about. It was not about getting millions of damage. It was about playing good in all sorts of situations. So they got it wrong in the games they made. So this is it, guys. I hope you are able to refund the game when you see this video. If you haven't bought it, don't buy Diablo 4 because it's trash. Thanks all for watching. Be well, everybody, and see you in the next cast.